Morning guys, it's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart. Today we are on Bali High Pier in Pattaya and we're going to head over to Koh Larn. It's around a 30 baht, which is about 65-70p, maybe 80p fare, 45-minute trip. It's supposed to be a beautiful island, restaurants and things over there. I've never done it before. Let's go and check it out. So as you can see the background there, there's various speedboat options that they'll try and sell you as you get in, and they're well documented and on their websites and things. I think they're about 200 baht per person, depending on how many people you have going, that you can charter one yourself, and that might be about 2,000 baht. But 200 baht, to be fair, about £5 for a speedboat. I think that's still pretty good. But I want to show you the real ferry experience for 30 baht because I'm a cheapskate. Right, so here we are guys, on board. This is the 12 o'clock service that goes over to the village. I think there's two, one that goes to a village, one that goes to the beach. I don't know how big Koh Larn is, I know nothing about it to be honest. But for 30 baht, I don't think it matters which one you go to. Just go over it and explore it, venture out and embrace where you're at. I think if you go to the beach, there's less bit rude, isn't it? If you go to the beach, there's less chance of probably like restaurants and vendors and things, but I could be wrong, there could be all of that, whichever way you go. So I think there's at least 1 hour, if not every couple of hours in the morning. So we're going to venture over, head over there for a few hours. It's pretty hot. Got a bottle of water. Let's look for some local food. It's nice. Looks like they have got a couple of little vendors just literally on the pier next to where you board, in case you want to grab some food or drink before you get on, which is quite handy. No idea what the prices are, no doubt they're 20-30% more, but when you're only paying 20 baht for, you know, a bit of food and drink, does it really matter anyway? I know I'm going to regret not taking a towel and some chunks when I get there, because it's supposed to be like a really beautiful island and I'd love to have a little dip. I mean, I could do anyway and just dry off. Bit of skinny dipping, that's allowed, isn't it? I think that says no. Okay, so this bloke behind me, he's either brought an absolute feast for himself, or he's going to start selling some of these snacks and things on the way. We'll see. Just a big picnic, why not? He's definitely selling, isn't he? Definitely. I'm either a know-it-all, over cynical, or just watch too much Only Fools and Horses, because I've never seen so many snacks in all my life for one person. He's definitely got a licence though. Cost 66 pence to get like a 45-minute journey. Even if you just look at it as a no-frills boat trip and you're not even interested in what's the other side, 66p. How are they making money? I think it's been 30 baht for a long time as well. Bit windier over here. It's looking nice already. I'm going to go and have a look round. I'm looking forward to this. Right, well the first thing you get when you get off the boat is everywhere motorbike for rent, motorbike for rent. I don't know whether that means literally you hire one for the day or whether they take you out and about like a normal motorbike taxi over on the main island. I'm not sure, but yeah, expect that when you arrive anyway. So I just saw what looked like a kind of a tuk-tuk going past there. You don't get them on the main bit over in Pattaya. They're associated mainly with Bangkok. So I was interested to see what I thought was basically like a tuk-tuk over here. I think there's another couple coming up behind as well. Golf buggies. It's all sorts. It's manic. It's more manic than Pattaya. It's supposed to be a relaxing island. There was literally about 5 different vehicles going past, all in one row. Weird little sidecars, golf buggies, motorbikes. It's great. It's really, really interesting. So I've kind of made my way down some little side streets here. It's the way to try and find some real proper local living, and it looks like that here. I love these little huts. I think they're like little places you can rent out as well, but it's beautiful at the moment, Koh Larn. It's a bit mental down on the main roads, like the tiny little main roads, which is why it's mental, but this is lovely. It's really, really nice. A bit windswept, but you know, I could shave it off. Alright, so already you get an idea. There's like already some little street vendors, little shops, food going on. This is on my kind of a one-way street. I turned left as I came out of the pier, and I'm just kind of seeing what's around because I really have no idea what's over here. But it's looking nice, and I'm going to get some food at some point soon as well, and I really need a toilet. These seem to be kind of restaurants here. I don't know whether they're restaurants that are doubling up as bars as well, but that's the one thing I've noticed here, that there doesn't appear to be kind of beer bars, hostess style bars like you get on the mainland in Pattaya, which is what I expected here. I would have been surprised actually if I did see that, but I'm sure you get that as well. These places are closed, it's lunchtime, but maybe they're just open in the evening or at busier peak times. We've been walking about 20 minutes and it hasn't really like kind of thinned out yet. It's still quite dense with restaurants and little shops. Not really many bars yet. I haven't really seen a bar apart from ones within hotels. Not really the bar scene here, I don't think, so far. So there's a bar just over there, massive sign saying toilet. I really need to go. Is it up toilet? Just this. I literally said toilet 9 times. I ended up at piss. I nearly got it out and said, look, what you really need to be showing me. I'm just going to do it here and then you'll explain what I... There's a lot more opportunities here to kind of walk off the beaten track. There isn't really off a beaten track in Pattaya. I guess you'd have to go out miles and miles because obviously it's like a city. This is an island. There's things crawling all over my legs. I'd like to say I absolutely love it, but it's nature and it's peaceful. I mean, listen to that. Nothing. This is without doubt the quietest filming that I've been able to do here for the last 2 weeks. I mean, there happens to be a bike going past now, but I've walked out about 25 minutes now, turning left out of Nabar Pier. I think it's called Nabar Pier. It might be Nar Pier. And then we're heading down to a beach, which I think is Nabil Beach, and I think that's where the other ferries go from BALI High Pier. So I don't know how far out I'm going to have to walk to get to this beach, so I might not get all the way, but it hasn't even been this quiet in the room. Then I'm staying on my own. Based on the lack of people that are walking so far, I haven't passed anyone else walking for about a mile, well, about 20 minutes, and based on the number of people who appear to have hired bikes and BART buses going past, and I don't know how they work. I'd like to use one, but I don't know whether they work the same way as in Pattaya, to be honest. There's an empty one there. I could hail him and he'd be like 200 baht, mate. That's it. We don't want to say mate, is he? I'm going to give up here. I don't think I'm going to keep walking up there because I've got limited water, no food, no toilets en route. Don't want to die. So that's the way that beach is anyway, if you want to do that. And it looks like the reason people are maybe hiring bikes, I assume that the rental might have been, you know, like a motorbike taxi, but it does actually look like you can get out the pier and just hire a bike. I'm always a bit wary about the insurance and all that. You hire it, oh, it's 100 baht, mate, yeah, before you ride up, there's another 500. So as you can see, I decided to come off the main road bit, up a little side street. It's got signage, so there should be some activity up here, even if it's just a few hotels. It's slightly cooler as well. So it did turn out, sadly, just to be like a little side street to couple of hotels, like really small little apartment style hotels, I think. But it's like aircon up here. I'm going to stay here for a little while, I think. Trees. Oh.
พี่เอาอะไรเอาชาเขียวเอาชาเขียวใช่ไหมกลับไปทำอะไรกลับไปทำอะไรได้บ้าง
Okay, so I'm indoors. I found a place called the CHALOR Cafe. It's just up the road from the pier. I'm on my way back basically, so you'd come out and turn left. This is just a little aircon option. There's loads of other little eateries. I'm just going to get a smoothie in here first. It's a bit more expensive than on the mainland, 125. About £2.90 I suppose, well £2.50 I suppose, but £2.50 for a nice aircon thing on an island. I'm going to take that now. They did have cheaper options if you want it mixed with soda. I just want pure fruit smoothie, that's why I like it done. Well, here we go. This looks like one of the most packed smoothies I've ever seen, like with massive big chunks of mango and that on the top, so I'm looking forward to trying this. A mango smoothie might not be that much excitement to some people, but when it's been a really hot day and it's the first bit of proper vitamins I'm getting in me, I'm looking forward to this. Oh, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You can tell it's just 100% pure. Some of them, it says pure, and for starters you've seen them stick about 18 ice cubes in, so they're really watered down. That is just, I mean, there might be a bit of ice in there because it is ice cold, to be fair, but you can tell it's just real good, pulped down. It's so refreshing, and on a hot day it's perfect. It's right what the doctor ordered. You can get Wi-Fi in here as well. CHALOR Cafe. It's a real cute place. You can see it's still really festive. So they need to change the decor a little bit, but it kind of works. It's all like nice white festive decorations. Even in the end of January, it's working. That's working. And Koh Larn so far is really nice. Right, there's one very sensible reason why I might decide not to actually get some Thai food over here. I may get some other food and include that in the video, but without going into too much detail, Thai food does have a tendency to go through pretty swiftly, and based on my experience arriving here and finding that a lot of the toilets are closed, and basically not having the comfort of having my own room and toilet, I think you get the gist. So I might just avoid the Thai food today for my safety and that of everyone else's. That's a massive big bowl of fruit in itself anyway. That's lunch sorted. I love the arrogance that some Brits specifically, and I'm sure other English-speaking nations have. We just assume that other places can just understand what we're saying. It's bad enough when we're in our country and people come over and we expect and want tourists to come to our country, but we don't. We're too lazy to learn other languages. But when we go to another country and we still expect them to speak English, like the guy that blanked me when I was saying toilet earlier, to be fair, I've just realised I had this camera in my hand. It's quite a chunky bit of kit, and he probably, to be fair, he just looked blank because he was like, "You're not filming in my toilet, mate." So I think he had a valid point there. And you know, when people just have a chat with people, and I hate it when people speak in pidgin English. They're Brits and they're speaking in pidgin English to a Thai person. You know, you want to drink, you want to go to condo, just that's not going to help them, is it? Don't do that and then moan that they don't speak English. Unbelievable. I do proper enjoyed that mango smoothie. Off now from the CHALOR Cafe. Got about another hour till the ferry goes back, so let's see what else we can find just down the other side. Going to turn right essentially out of the pier and see what's down that way. Okay, well, as it doesn't look like I'm going to be eating here because of the Thai food issue I mentioned, I did have a look at the menu there. We're not working with this place. I've just picked them out just to show, so they're not sponsoring us or anything. But Love on Sea, looks like they've got an outdoor and an indoor bit aircon. The prices there seem to be like under 100 baht for, you know, tom yam and pork in spicy rice, that sort of things. Typical Thai dishes seem to be under 100 unless you get like king prawn stuff and, you know, more expensive. Basically, not too bad, on par, I reckon, with the mainland. I really wish I was eating it. I wish it was a proper toilet. honestly, look at the size of vehicles that are getting down these roads. In England, this is an alleyway. Ridiculous. I mean, I drive coaches. He's coming around here, isn't he? He's coming around here. Whoa! Well, but I found that if you turn right, you get certainly down more into kind of local village life, local civilization. Not as many restaurants. On the first bend there is, and then it kind of heads up into the island. I'd like to come back here again, maybe even do an overnighter. I think I might do that next time. I'm going to do an overnight to Koh Larn, just so as I can eat here, enjoy the local food on the island without having to rush to a toilet, and maybe explore a little bit more of the other side. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating because all I've had is a bowl of cornflakes like 6 hours ago, and the smells, I always say it, and I wish you could smell them there and have smell-o-vision. The smells are amazing down here. There's loads of stalls down here, back down near Numbum, here near Numbum. I've got all the Thai terminology. It's the pier anyway. I think it's Numbar Pier. Ready to go back in about half an hour. Well, Koh Larn, you've been good to us. This has been like a proper fishing village style island life experience. I've really enjoyed it. I am going to try and get back here again for an overnighter. I'd like to stay down on one of these little huts. You can see them behind me here. I'm calling them a hut. They're a hotel, condo, whatever you'd like to call them. But they're kind of like huts on stilts that kind of stick out right in the sea. You can just hear the sea lapping up against your, your structure while you're laying in bed. Beautiful.
You can try. I give for you one.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Red hot, sweet coconut.
I understand. ฝรั่ง no understand. This pancake coconut.
Oh, well. That's really good. That's some sticky. Oh.
Wait. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much. Oh. Oh man. Oh, you've got to come down to this stall. Fantastic stall. Oh. Proper pure coconut. Oh, amazing. If you let me try a couple of them, that was fantastic. Well, I'm glad I got to have something down here. This is a beautiful little, like, that was fresh fish down there, fish market, food stalls. Oh, Koh Larn, you beauties. All I can say is thanks again for watching. Hope this has whetted your appetite to come over to Koh Larn. Rob's FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart.